Did you know that as wildfires raged through Los Angeles, firefighters refused help to some of the wealthiest and most influential black celebrities? Multi-million-dollar mansions were reduced to ashes, but the true loss wasn't the luxury. It was the memories, the legacy, and the dreams they could never rebuild. LeBron James, a basketball icon, stood at the center of one such tale. Known not only for his prowess on the court but also as the first active NBA player to achieve billionaire status, his $23 million Brentwood mansion was the pinnacle of success. It wasn't just a house, it was a living portrait of his journey. A sprawling estate with 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a gleaming car gallery, a wine cellar, and a spa, each detail bespoke the life he had meticulously built for himself and his family. That fateful evening, the mansion was alive with warmth. LeBron and his family shared a peaceful night, unaware of the chaos looming just beyond their gates. Then came the alarms. Deafening, relentless. The shriek of warning cut through the tranquility like a jagged blade. Go now. Leave everything behind. LeBron's voice was resolute, drowning out the panic that threatened to take hold. He ushered his family through the expansive hallways, their steps echoing off walls that moments ago had symbolized triumph. Within minutes, the fire was upon them. The flames tore through the mansion with terrifying speed, devouring the French oak floors and marble walls as if they were paper. Bedrooms that once cradled dreams, a theater where laughter had echoed, a shimmering pool that mirrored countless sunsets, gone in moments. The spa, their sanctuary, melted into the very earth it once graced. The wine cellar, a collection of memories and milestones, now a smoldering graveyard of glass and ash. LeBron stood on the roadside, his family safe but shaken, watching as the life he had built was consumed by the inferno. The crackling fire filled the silence of his despair. Every flicker of flame seemed to mock the decades of effort and sacrifice it had taken to achieve this life. In mere hours his achievements had turned to smoke, rising into the night sky as if erasing his legacy. 12 hours later, the fire finally yielded to the firefighters' unrelenting battle. The damage was assessed at $20 million. Yet no sum, no figure, could quantify the devastation etched into LeBron's heart. It wasn't the opulence he mourned, but the intangible, the irreplaceable moments that had made the mansion a home. The laughter of his children, the quiet conversations on cool Brentwood nights, the celebrations that filled the halls, all were memories now bound to ash. As he stood before the wreckage, silent and unmoving, it was as though the weight of his life's effort had risen with the smoke, leaving only emptiness in its place. The fire didn't just take possessions, it took the irreplaceable. It left behind not just charred remnants, but the cruel reminder that even the grandest symbols of success can vanish in an instant. 2. Kid Cudi, the music icon, and his $7.7 million heaven lost to flames. Kid Cudi, a music icon celebrated for his emotional depth and creative brilliance, was no stranger to the highs of success. His $7.7 million Malibu mansion stood as a symbol of that journey, a retreat he called heaven on the hilltop. Spanning over 11.5 acres, the estate boasted 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a gym, and a recording studio where some of his greatest hits were born. It was more than a home, it was a vessel for dreams, a place where inspiration and family came together. On January 8, 2025, that dream unraveled. The day began like any other, calm, serene, and full of promise. But by mid-morning, the peace was shattered by an emergency evacuation order. Smoke was visible in the distance, creeping closer. The wildfire, fueled by strong winds, had become an unstoppable force. "We're out of time," Cudi shouted, his voice trembling with panic. His family rushed to gather their pets. There was no time to think. No time to save even a piece of what made this house their sanctuary. With every passing second, the fire grew bolder, its flames licking at the edges of their property. They barely escaped. From a hill nearby, Cudi turned back. The inferno was relentless, roaring with an intensity that drowned out the world. Flames devoured the mansion with terrifying speed. The home theater, once a hub of family joy, was obliterated. His state-of-the-art recording studio, where he had poured his soul into creating timeless music, collapsed under the blaze. The elegant wine room, the gym, and every carefully curated detail of the estate were reduced to ash. "This wasn't just a house, it was a part of me," Cuddy murmured, his voice breaking. Tears streaked his face as he stood helplessly, watching everything he had built go up in smoke. Each flame felt like a thief, stealing not just physical possessions but memories and meaning. For over 48 hours, firefighters battled the fire. When the flames were finally contained, the damage was staggering. The estimated loss stood at $5 million. Yet to Cuddy, the monetary figure felt meaningless. No amount of insurance or reconstruction could restore what he had lost. Sitting with his family near the ruins, he stared at the charred remains in silence. His voice, barely a whisper, carried the weight of his grief. "It's all gone. Don't know if I'll ever recover what we had." Around him, the ashes bore witness to the depth of his loss. Irreplaceable memories turned to dust. The fire left more than destruction in its wake. It stripped away the intangible, the sanctuary of creativity, the warmth of shared moments, the refuge from a demanding world. For Kid Cudi, the loss was not just material but profoundly personal, a reminder of how fragile even the strongest havens can be. 3. Robert F. Smith, America's richest black billionaire and the $20 million Carbon Beach tragedy. Robert F. Smith, the wealthiest black billionaire in America and founder of Vista Equity Partners, was not only renowned for his business acumen but also celebrated for his philanthropy. His $20 million beachfront mansion on Malibu's exclusive Carbon Beach symbolized his success, a serene two-story retreat purchased in 2016 from supermodel Yolanda Hadid. The property was the epitome of luxury, with 4 elegant bedrooms, sleek granite countertops, a curved bar, and a breathtaking view of the Pacific Ocean through towering glass windows. But on January 8, 2025, tranquility gave way to chaos. The skies over Malibu turned a menacing shade of gray as thick smoke signaled the approach of an unstoppable wildfire. Flames moved quickly across Carbon Beach, their fiery reflections casting eerie shadows inside the mansion's elegant wooden walls. Standing by the grand windows, Robert saw the blaze advancing. "We need to leave now," he urged, his voice firm but edged with urgency. His wife and 2 young children hurriedly gathered essentials, their movements panicked and rushed. There was no time to hesitate. Within minutes, the fire overtook the property. Flames breached the spacious living area, consuming the wooden ceilings and curved bar with terrifying speed. The sleek granite kitchen, once a hub of family dinners, was reduced to smoldering embers. Upstairs, the master suite, complete with its luxurious soaking tub and steam shower, crumbled under the relentless heat. The family escaped, but the destruction was absolute. Souvenirs from Robert's travels, cherished keepsakes, and artifacts tied to his philanthropic work were lost to the inferno. Priceless mementos, each representing milestones in his life and career, vanished as if they had never existed. Robert stood on the lawn, staring at the ruins of what had been his sanctuary. Smoke billowed around him, the acrid scent of loss heavy in the air. "I've lost everything," he murmured, his voice low and weighted with anguish. The devastation was staggering, with damages estimated at $18 million. Yet, even amidst the wreckage, Robert's gaze shifted to his wife and children standing beside him. Their safety became his solace. Though his home and possessions were gone, their survival was a reminder of what truly mattered. 4. Robert L. Johnson, the media mogul and the $9 million mansion reduced to ash. Robert L. Johnson, the visionary founder of Black Entertainment Television, BT, and a pioneer in American media, stood as a symbol of success and influence. His $9 million Malibu mansion, perched along the coastline, was a physical testament to his achievements. With glass walls offering panoramic ocean views, a private theater, a serene outdoor pool, and expansive gardens, it was more than a home, it was a sanctuary. But on January 8, 2025, that sanctuary faced destruction. The skies over Malibu turned a menacing gray as thick smoke signaled the approach of an unstoppable wildfire. Flames tore through the coastline, moving with alarming speed, their fury fueled by powerful coastal winds. Nothing in their path was spared. Inside the mansion, panic set in as the fire advanced. "We need to leave now," Sheila, Robert's wife, shouted, her voice cracking with urgency. Yet Robert stood frozen by the floor-to-ceiling windows, his eyes locked on the blaze consuming the property. The home that had once been his pride and joy was collapsing into itself, piece by agonizing piece. The flames spared nothing. The luxurious private theater, where family and friends had gathered for countless movie nights, was obliterated. The outdoor pool, once a haven of tranquility, boiled as the fire consumed the surrounding gardens. Priceless family mementos and symbols of Robert's career milestones were reduced to ash. As the first floor was overtaken, Sheila tugged at Robert, urging him to flee. The family escaped just in time, their safety secured even as their hearts ached. From a distance, Robert could only watch as his sanctuary was destroyed, the relentless flames turning a lifetime of memories into smoke and rubble. By the time the fire was contained, the damages were estimated at over $7 million. Yet, the financial loss seemed insignificant compared to the emotional toll. "Just yesterday, this was our sanctuary," Robert whispered, his voice thick with grief. A man known for his unshakable composure, he choked back tears as he stood amidst the wreckage of a life chapter now gone. Though his wealth could rebuild walls, the memories and triumphs held within them were irreplaceable. On that day, Robert realized that while material possessions can rise again, some losses remain etched in the heart, leaving scars that no amount of success can heal. 5. Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff, $1 million home and priceless memories consumed by flames. Vice President Kamala Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, a prominent lawyer, built a life of success and dedication that was reflected in their $5 million Brentwood mansion. The 3,500-square-foot home, with its 4 elegant bedrooms and a luxurious pool, was more than a symbol of their achievements. It was the stage for countless family moments since Doug purchased it in 2012. On January 8, 2025, disaster struck. A raging wildfire swept through the Brentwood neighborhood, leaving destruction in its wake. Kamala and Doug were safe at the White House when they received the devastating news. Their home was under imminent threat. Miles away, the couple could do nothing but wait, their hearts heavy with the thought of losing a place so intimately tied to their lives. As thick black smoke engulfed the area, firefighters worked tirelessly to save the vice president's property. Yet amidst the chaos, a different tragedy unfolded. Taking advantage of the disaster, 2 men broke into the home. Security cameras captured the intruders rummaging through the house, stealing jewelry, rare artwork, and family heirlooms. The scene was both heartbreaking and infuriating, a violation. During an already catastrophic moment, "We lost not just a home, but irreplaceable parts of our lives," Doug shared, his voice filled with grief. Some of the stolen items, discarded into the fire, were reduced to ash before the thieves were apprehended. By the time the flames were contained, the once modern and opulent residence stood in ruins. Charred walls and the faint outline of what had been a cherished space were all that remained. Damages were estimated at $3 million, but the emotional loss was immeasurable. Kamala, reflecting on the devastation, remarked solemnly, "We can rebuild, but the memories tied to this place are gone forever." Despite their personal loss, the couple's resilience shone through. Determined to support their community, Kamala and Doug pledged aid to Brentwood families heavily impacted by the wildfire. Their actions underscored their commitment to hope and renewal, even in the face of profound hardship. This tragedy was not confined to Black figures or political leaders. The flames tested the resilience of families across Brentwood, famous and otherwise. As the smoke settled, the stories of loss and recovery began to emerge, each one a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure. 6. Jason Statham, the action icon's $20 million Malibu mansion reduced to ashes. Jason Statham, the iconic star of the Fast and Furious franchise and a symbol of action-packed success, had built a life marked by luxury and accomplishment. Among his prized possessions was the Black House, a $20 million beachfront masterpiece nestled in Malibu Colony, a haven for Hollywood's elite. With 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, cutting-edge sound and lighting systems, and state-of-the-art security, the home was a blend of modern sophistication and tranquility, a perfect escape from the pressures of stardom. On what began as a peaceful morning, Jason and his girlfriend reveled in the serenity of the ocean's rhythmic waves. The idyllic retreat seemed far removed from the chaos of the world, but that calm was short-lived. A warning from firefighters shattered their respite. Black smoke loomed on the horizon, creeping closer with every passing second. "We have to go now," Jason shouted, springing into action. His voice carried urgency as they scrambled to pack a few valuables, but there was no time to save much. Within moments, the fire descended, fierce and unrelenting. The flames consumed everything in their path. The sleek glass walls, the outdoor patio where they had spent countless sunsets, and the wine cellar that housed years of carefully curated treasures were all engulfed. Jason and his girlfriend could only stand at a safe distance, powerless as the fire devoured their sanctuary. The state-of-the-art sound system, custom lighting, and luxurious interiors, designed to perfection, were reduced to ash. Priceless memorabilia from Jason's blockbuster films, mementos from endorsement deals, and cherished photographs vanished in the inferno. The $20 million home, a testament to his career and taste, crumbled into rubble. Damages were estimated at over $14 million, but no figure could quantify the emotional toll. Jason stood silently as the last plume of smoke rose from the ruins, the destruction etched into his face. "I've lost everything," he said, his voice heavy with sorrow. The man who had conquered impossible challenges on screen now faced a loss far more personal. Yet, amidst the heartbreak, there was a glimmer of solace. He and his girlfriend had escaped unharmed, a fact that brought a sliver of gratitude in the midst of devastation. As the waves continued to crash against the shore, Jason realized that while possessions can be rebuilt, the lives they had saved were the most valuable treasures of. 7. Billy Crystal and Janice, a 46-year dream home reduced to ashes. Billy Crystal, the beloved Hollywood legend, and his wife Janice shared a lifetime of love, laughter, and triumphs within the walls of their Pacific Palisades home. Purchased in 1979 for just $435,000, it became the cornerstone of their family, a place where they raised 2 daughters, hosted countless gatherings, and built memories that spanned decades. Over nearly half a century, its value soared to $9 million, a testament to the dedication and accomplishments of their shared journey. On the day the wildfire arrived, the hills of Pacific Palisades burned with ferocious intensity. Flames roared down the slopes, devouring everything in their path at a terrifying speed. Billy and Janice received the evacuation order and knew the moment they fled, they might never return to the home that had meant so much to them. Frantically, they packed what little they could. Essentials, some photographs, and a few keepsakes were all they could carry as smoke filled the air, choking the landscape. The fire consumed their home within hours. Priceless paintings, treasured mementos, and the familiar warmth of cozy dinners at their family table, all reduced to ash. The next day, returned to face the ruins. Billy and Janice stood silently before the devastation, their hands clasped tightly as if holding onto each other could keep their spirits from breaking. Their dream home, the symbol of nearly 50 years of love and life, was gone. The air hung heavy with the smell of smoke and loss. Amid the wreckage, one strange relic remained, the tennis court. Soot-covered but intact, it stood as an eerie reminder of what once was. Billy gazed at it and whispered, "Only this remains, but everything that truly mattered is gone." Despite the immense loss, Janice found strength in her resolve. Her voice trembled but carried a determined edge. "We'll rebuild," she declared, her words echoing with hope. Billy nodded, his silence heavy but firm in agreement. For Billy and Janice, the memories tied to their home remained untouched by fire. The laughter that once filled the walls, the milestones celebrated, the quiet moments shared, they lived on in their hearts. And with their unwavering determination and substantial resources, the couple was ready to rise from the ashes, prepared to create a new chapter in the shadow of the past. 8. Adam Brody and Leighton Meester, A $6.5 million dream home reduced to ashes. Adam Brody, fresh off the thrill of his 2025 Golden Globe nomination, and Leighton Meester, a celebrated actress and beloved star, had built a life of love and accomplishment together. Married since 2014, the Hollywood power couple shared their joy in a $6.5 million Pacific Palisades mansion. With its sprawling 8,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a meticulously designed garden, it was more than a home. It was a sanctuary for their family and the backdrop of their happiest memories. But on the heels of their joy came devastation. Just 2 days after Adam's nomination news, the lush hills of Pacific Palisades turned into an inferno. A fierce wildfire tore through the area, forcing Adam, Leighton, and their 2 young children to evacuate. The emergency came swiftly, giving the family little time to say goodbye to the place where they had poured their hearts into every detail. From a safe distance, they watched live footage of the flames consuming their sanctuary. The modern architecture, the garden where their children played, the rooms that had witnessed family dinners and intimate gatherings, all were reduced to smoke and ash. Firefighters worked valiantly, but the blaze was unstoppable. Within hours, their once beautiful home stood as a charred heap, with only fragments of blackened walls remaining. The loss was not just physical. "We built this home together, brick by brick," Leighton sobbed, standing before the smoldering ruins. "Every detail held a memory, and now it's all gone." Adam stood silently beside her, his eyes heavy with sorrow. The Golden Globe nomination that had brought so much joy just days earlier now felt like a hollow achievement, unable to fill the void left by the fire. Though their financial security offered a cushion, the emotional toll cut deep. The fire had taken away the tangible reminders of their life together, the intimate moments, the laughter-filled holidays, and the milestones celebrated within those walls. Yet, standing amidst the ruins, Adam's voice carried a quiet determination. "We'll start over," he said, his eyes resolute as he looked at the ashes of their dream home. The fire had taken much, but it couldn't extinguish their love or resolve. Together, they were ready to rebuild, not just their home, but the life they had lovingly created within it. 9. Ricki Lake, from daytime TV queen to a $1 million mansion reduced to ashes. Ricki Lake, the beloved daytime TV icon, had built a career that spanned decades, captivating audiences with her charisma and authenticity. Alongside her professional achievements, she created a life filled with warmth and love, sharing it with her husband in their $2 million Malibu estate. Their 7,000 square foot dream home, nestled along the picturesque coastline, was meant to be their forever haven, a place to grow old together, surrounded by the beauty of the ocean and the memories they cherished. But that dream was shattered when a wildfire swept through Malibu's hills, consuming everything in its path. From a hill near the estate, Ricki and her husband watched in stunned silence as flames devoured their sanctuary. The once bustling home, with its 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, shimmering outdoor pool, and a garden that looked like it had been plucked from a painting, was engulfed by the inferno. The sturdy walls, lofty ceilings, and teak floors, carefully chosen to reflect the couple's love for timeless elegance, collapsed into unrecognizable cinders. The modern furnishings, a reflection of their shared taste, turned to ash in the relentless blaze. It wasn't just a physical loss. It was the obliteration of a space that had held the essence of their lives. "This wasn't just a house. It was our entire life," Ricki sobbed, her voice breaking as she wiped away tears. This was the home where they had celebrated their wedding, nurtured their love, and built a trove of priceless memories etched into every corner. Now, those moments were all they had left to hold on to. In mere hours, their paradise was reduced to rubble, charred walls, scorched furniture, and a garden that no longer bloomed. The estimated loss reached over $15 million, but the emotional toll far outweighed the monetary value. For the first time in her life, Ricki, a woman known for her strength and resilience, felt powerless. "This tragedy will stay with me forever," she whispered, her gaze fixed on the ashes of what had once been her heaven on earth. The fire had claimed their haven, leaving behind an emptiness that no insurance payout or reconstruction could ever truly fill. 10. Paris Hilton, forever losing her $9 million beachfront mansion. Paris Hilton, the reality TV star and heiress to the Hilton hotel empire, has long been synonymous with wealth and luxury. With an estimated net worth of $300 million, she lived a life of opulence, filled with glamorous events and extravagant getaways. Among her most cherished possessions was a $9 million beachfront mansion in Malibu, a serene retreat where she hosted lavish parties, enjoyed tranquil moments by the ocean, and created memories with family and friends. But the idyllic sanctuary turned into a nightmare when a devastating wildfire swept across California's coastline. The fire, merciless and unrelenting, reached Paris's home and devoured it in under an hour. Standing amidst the ruins with her family and pets, Paris could only watch helplessly as flames consumed the 3-bedroom, 3,000-square-foot house. The luxurious interiors, sleek walls, and the lush garden that framed the sparkling pool were all obliterated. The picturesque walkways, once a haven for reflection and peace, were reduced to ash. "This wasn't just a house," Paris said, her voice trembling as she fought back tears. "It was a place filled with memories." The mansion had been more than a symbol of her wealth. It was a stage for extravagant parties, a haven for extended retreats, and a space for private, cherished moments by the ocean. Now, it was a barren, scorched landscape, devoid of the warmth and life it had once held. The loss, estimated at over $12 million, extended beyond material possessions. For Paris, it was the shattering of a vision, of a future filled with more memories in a place that had always felt like home. As the raging Palisades fire swept from Santa Monica to Malibu, wiping out homes along the coast, Paris's heartbreak was shared by many others. Yet, in the face of profound loss, she resolved to help. "In times like this, we are not alone," she emphasized, her voice filled with quiet determination. Through her charitable foundation, Paris pledged to support other families impacted by the disaster, offering hope to those who had also lost everything. Though the fire had taken her sanctuary, Paris Hilton looked ahead. 11. Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag, a home reduced to ashes amid wildfires. Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag, the iconic couple from the reality series The Hills, were no strangers to the spotlight. Known for their glamorous lifestyle and shared successes, their Pacific Palisades home symbolized years of hard work and joy. The $8 million mansion had been the backdrop of countless family memories, a place where their young son thrived, and where their love and laughter filled every corner. But the serenity was shattered when a wildfire roared through their affluent neighborhood, leaving devastation in its wake. Spencer shared a harrowing video on TikTok, capturing a moment that would haunt him forever, his son's small bed engulfed in flames, burning into the shape of a heart. "That image is seared into my mind forever," Spencer said tearfully, his face streaked with sorrow as he stood amidst the smoldering wreckage. The fire consumed everything. Charred walls and once luxurious interiors were reduced to ash. Priceless possessions, cherished mementos, and every trace of the life they had built together vanished in the blaze. Outside, the lush garden and opulent swimming pool were left as smoldering ruins, radiating only the heat of the destruction that had claimed their sanctuary. Spencer and Heidi stood helplessly, watching their home, their refuge, disappear before their eyes. Yet, even as the flames took everything material, they refused to let the tragedy break their spirit. In the aftermath, Spencer turned to his platform, urging fans to stream Heidi's album Superficial to generate income. Within hours, the album soared to the top of the iTunes charts, a symbolic victory in the midst of their despair. "We must rebuild from the ashes," Spencer declared during a live stream, his voice filled with determination. Heidi, too, found solace in the outpouring of support from fans around the world. Thousands of messages reminded them that while the fire had taken their home, it couldn't extinguish their resilience or the love they shared as a family. For Spencer and Heidi, the fire marked the end of one chapter but also the beginning of another. 12. Anna Faris. The agony of losing half her wealth. Anna Faris, the beloved comedic actress known for her iconic roles in Scary Movie and The House Bunny, had built a career that brought joy to millions. With an estimated net worth of $30 million, Her success was reflected in her luxurious $15 million Pacific Palisades mansion, a stunning 4-story modern estate constructed with premium materials. The house wasn't just a symbol of her accomplishments, it was a haven for Anna and her young son, filled with warmth, love, and treasured memories. But nature's fury struck with devastating force. A raging wildfire, fueled by strong winds, spread from the nearby forest and consumed everything in its path. Anna and her family were forced to evacuate swiftly, leaving behind the life they had built. Within hours, the ferocious flames had engulfed every corner of their home. When the fire subsided, all that remained of the estate was a smoldering heap of ash. The sleek walls, elegant interiors, and priceless family keepsakes were obliterated. Standing amidst the charred ruins, Anna tearfully admitted, "All that remains are memories." The loss wasn't just material, it was deeply personal. Cherished photos, her son's childhood mementos, and irreplaceable tokens of their life together were gone forever. The disaster left a profound impact on Anna, not just financially but emotionally. The $30 million fortune she had built over years of hard work suddenly felt meaningless in the face of such a loss. Temporarily displaced, she moved into a modest rental apartment in downtown Los Angeles, starting anew while grappling with the painful absence of her home. Despite the devastation, Anna's resolve remained unbroken. "But we are safe," she affirmed, her voice steady with determination. Grateful for her family's safety, Anna turned her focus outward. She became a leading voice for community recovery, organizing donation drives and rallying fans and charitable organizations to support other families affected by the wildfire. Though the flames took her beloved home and left a scar on her spirit, Anna Faris emerged as a symbol of resilience. Her courage in the face of adversity inspired others, proving that even in the wake of profound loss, hope and a brighter future can rise from the ashes. 13. Jennifer Grey, a heartbreaking loss beyond measure. Jennifer Grey, the beloved star of Dirty Dancing, had built a life as iconic as her career. Her $8 million California mansion stood as a testament to years of triumph and joy, a place steeped in cherished memories. From family photos and awards to vintage treasures collected throughout her career, every inch of the 2-story home carried stories of her life's most meaningful moments. But those memories turned to ash when a raging wildfire tore through her neighborhood, engulfing her home in less than an hour. "We fled within minutes," Jennifer recounted, her voice trembling as she stood amidst the ruins. Thick smoke hung in the air as she surveyed what remained, nothing but charred rubble and the faint outline of a life now unrecognizable. The fire spared no corner of her sanctuary. The elegant rooms that had housed her accomplishments, the keepsakes tied to her unforgettable roles, and the quiet spaces where she shared moments with her daughter, Stella, everything was gone. "Everything we had is gone," Stella said tearfully. "Memories, treasured belongings, everything is lost." The material loss was staggering. Local authorities confirmed that over 80% of Jennifer's assets had been destroyed, resulting in a financial blow exceeding $7 million. But the most devastating loss came with the passing of their beloved dog, Winnie, who didn't survive the flames. Heartbroken, Jennifer and Stella relocated to a modest apartment in Los Angeles. Grief filled their days as they tried to navigate the absence of their home and their loyal companion. For Stella, emotional recovery became the focus, while Jennifer channeled her sorrow into action. Using her platform, she began raising awareness about natural disasters, hoping to inspire resilience and preparedness in others. Through tears, Jennifer spoke with a shaky but determined voice. "We will get through this. As long as we're safe, everything else can be rebuilt." Her words carried a glimmer of hope, a reminder that even in the face of profound loss, the strength to rebuild and move forward is always within reach. 14. Eugene Levy, a beloved home reduced to ashes by raging flames. Eugene Levy, the legendary actor known for his roles in American Pie and Schitt's Creek, has brought joy to countless audiences with his wit and charm. Yet, behind the scenes of his illustrious career, a devastating tragedy unfolded. His $15 million Malibu mansion, a sanctuary built on years of hard work, was consumed by one of California's most catastrophic wildfires. The fire, fueled by relentless winds, advanced swiftly, giving Eugene and his family little time to react. Dense, suffocating smoke enveloped the area, leaving no room for a safe evacuation. As the flames reached the mansion, Eugene's son, Dan Levy, shared the family's heartbreak on Instagram. "Watching the house my father worked so hard to build disappear before our eyes was the most painful thing," he wrote. "We've lost everything, every corner, every cherished item. It wasn't just a house, it was a living memory." The sprawling estate, filled with Eugene's most treasured belongings, was reduced to ash. Priceless antiques, artwork, and irreplaceable personal mementos, each tied to moments of triumph and joy, were obliterated in the inferno. The damage, estimated at over $13 million, extended far beyond the monetary value of the possessions. Eugene, a man celebrated for his steadfast composure and resilience, spoke with quiet determination amidst the ruins. "We will rebuild from the ashes," he said, "and the memories will live on in our hearts." His words reflected the unwavering spirit his fans have come to admire, a testament to his ability to find hope even in the face of profound loss. 15. Miles Teller and Kelly Sperry Teller, a $7.5 million dream home lost. Miles Teller, celebrated for his electrifying performances in Whiplash and Top Gun, Maverick, and his wife, Kelly Sperry Teller, a model and actress, shared a life filled with love and ambition. Together, they built their dream home in Pacific Palisades, a sprawling $7.5 million mansion complete with 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, an opulent pool, and expansive gardens. It was their sanctuary, a place where their growing family created memories that would last a lifetime. But the devastating wildfires of California changed everything. The flames swept through the Pacific Palisades with a speed and ferocity that left little chance for defense. Their 8,000-square-foot mansion was quickly engulfed in thick smoke and relentless fire. By the time the inferno moved on, nothing remained but blackened rubble. "I never imagined we'd lose everything like this," Miles said tearfully as he surveyed the wreckage. The destruction went beyond material possessions. The fire claimed not just high-end furnishings and electronics, but the irreplaceable, cherished family mementos, their daughters' toys, and tokens of milestones they had celebrated together. "Everything we spent a lifetime building is gone," he added, his voice heavy with grief. Kelly recounted the harrowing night when the family barely escaped. "We left with nothing but the clothes on our backs and our young daughter in tow," she said, her words echoing the chaos of their narrow escape. The fire moved so quickly that there was no time to save even the smallest keepsakes. The estimated loss totaled $6 million, a financial blow that, while significant, paled in comparison to the emotional devastation. Yet, amidst the heartbreak, Miles and Kelly's resolve shone through. They are determined to rebuild, to create new memories and a fresh start for their family. Their story, like so many others in the Pacific Palisades wildfires, underscores the human cost of this catastrophe. Homes once filled with love and laughter have been reduced to ashes. Pictures, heirlooms, and treasures that symbolized success and happiness have been swallowed by the flames. Now, the couple looks to the future with determination, knowing that while the fire may have taken their home, it could not take their strength or the love they share. The wildfires tore through lives, leaving behind more than just ashes. These were not just houses, luxury or otherwise, they were homes. Each one held irreplaceable memories, symbols of love, family, and triumph. From the charred ruins of Hollywood mansions to the heartfelt losses of cherished mementos, the stories of these families echo a universal truth. No material possession can replace the intangible treasures we hold close. Imagine the flames, unstoppable, merciless, devouring walls once filled with laughter, rooms that held years of hard work, and corners where dreams were nurtured. The losses were staggering, but so were the lessons. These tales remind us of what truly matters: the bonds we share, the memories we make, and the resilience that helps us rebuild. Even in the face of unimaginable destruction, hope prevails. From Anna Faris finding strength in community support to Miles and Kelly Teller's resolve to rebuild, Each story carries a spark of perseverance. These families remind us that from ashes, new beginnings can rise, stronger and more meaningful than before. If these stories moved you, know that there is more to uncover. More stories of courage, resilience, and the unyielding human spirit. Subscribe to this channel to continue exploring the profound, the inspiring, and the unforgettable. Be part of a journey where every story reveals not just the pain of loss, but the hope of recovery. Together, let's honor these voices. Support those in need, and celebrate the strength it takes to start again. Click subscribe now and join us in keeping these stories alive. Let's rise together from the ashes.